I'm going to have to bring the hammer down on you, Vince. You got to get the swap done. You got to get it done today. I want it out of the driveway. I want to wash my car. Get it done!
It's not my car!
Get it done!
Alrighty.
Okay.
I'm
calm now.
He's calm. We're back. We're going to be working on the transmission. We got our pilot bushing, and we got some more stuff to clean it, paint it.
On this, you just pick it up, and then you drop it.
Yeah. We're kind of on a time crunch because we got Friendsgiving today. We're going to be eating food and hanging out.
They're the ones doing the work. I'm doing food prep and cleaning.
Yep. We could just go in there and do some like food porn stuff, like just.
I was gonna say that'd be kind of a funny thing to just come in, like all of a sudden you just cut in like midway through the video, like
everyone eating is like on the.
No, like you cut in exactly right now at 7:23 in the video, and there's only 10 seconds of me making food.
Yep. That'd be nice.
It'd be fucking hilarious. Just making food. Bloop.
Exactly 7:23.
Yep. Just stay tuned for that. If I even remember to edit that in.
If you don't, then something will happen at 10:38 instead.
Even if this video is that long.
Exactly.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and tap this pilot bearing in. It'll just go in like that. You can get a socket, same size kind of to put it over that. But we're probably just going to tap it in. We just got to keep it as straight as possible.
One tap goes in crooked, scores everything, 10 out of 10.
Just be like, oh, it's ruined.
Just do a socket to apply it more evenly.
Yeah. You want to grab a socket?
Yeah.
Also, once we get all this in, the transmission and whatnot, we might still need to take it off to do just more test fitting and there's some other stuff. Like, we still have to, I think we have to fix something on the starter right over here. There's a wire that broke off that we just need to just reconnect. So, we're going to go ahead and continue with this, but I just want to point that out that it's probably not going to be just completely on forever. We're just to put it on to test fit and whatnot. Alright, and that's how you install a pilot bushing. And I said it wrong before, this is not a pilot bearing. There's no bearings, no sticks in there or whatever you call them. There's just a thing that it sits in. So now we're going to go ahead and get our flywheel on. We got these new ARP bolts. And see if I got that on. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get the flywheel up and on here. Okay, thank you, let go. Cool. So, let's see. We might have some silicone, or some grease from the old ARP stuff. Because it says lubricate them. So, we got our ARP bolts and some lubricant, and it says to lubricate them and then torque down to 25 foot-pounds. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Tristan, you do double that.
And it didn't specify to lubricate the threads or the bolt head. I'm just going to do the bolt head because I assume they mean just so they don't seize to the flywheel. So they're easier to remove in the future. I'm just going to do these hand tight and then torque them down to the 25 foot-pounds. And everyone's going to be like, oh, you have to install them with gloves.
Why?
The oils are going to compromise the bolt.
Shut up. You fucking retards. It's going in an F-body. It doesn't matter if it's compromised.
Once Tristan swaps out to a T56, because we're not going to be keeping the T5 forever.
You probably won't be able to keep the T5 for past the break-in period, because the second I get to drive it, I'm going to beat the shit out of it.
Yeah, it's T56 will probably end up getting a different flywheel or a like a lightweight one or something. Okay, so I'm not going to go any further with these. I think the flywheel needs to move over just a little bit. I need to loosen some of these, and then we can get the rest of the bolts in properly. Yeah, this is like having a... We might need to take the flywheel off. It's like not lined up on these last two for some reason.
Just shove them through there and force them into place.
Good idea. Okay, folks. We struggle all the time here. I guess that's really Tristan's job to struggle.
Well, me and you struggle a lot because we haven't done most of this stuff. This is usually the first time of us doing something.
Yeah.
So it's trial and error.
We got it though. I guess so. That one bolt hole that we pointed out that's longer, you literally need to rotate this and look at the left bolt hole until they line up perfectly, and then all the others line up, because this, to me, was the only position that this would bolt on. And also, it's surprisingly really heavy. It'd be easier with a lighter flywheel. Alright, now that we have the bolts on, I'm going to go ahead and get my torque wrench and torque these down to the 25 foot-pounds. So just chalk some wood right there because I was rotating the flywheel. And with the chalk of wood, it'll keep it from moving, or at least less. Just enough so I can torque this down. Alright, that should be all of them. I'm just going to go around the whole thing one more time. Guess I missed one.
You actually put it under one of those studs if there's enough room.
Yeah. Alright, so those are all bolted down to 25 foot-pounds. I'm going to go ahead and hit this with brake clean and wipe it down, and then we can work on getting the clutch on. Alright folks, so we're unpackaging our clutch. This is a RockAuto Impact high torque clutch. So they advertise this as being like 25 to 50% more torque capacity over stock. The T5 is rated for about 300 foot-pounds of torque. So if you are generous with the, claims there, this clutch should hold up to about 450 foot-pounds of torque, or 375. So should be good enough for what we're doing. Down the road, we are going to be swapping over to a T56. So we just wanted a cheap clutch that would at least be better than stock. Also, this is why you check, your packaging before, you do any other buying. This actually came with a pilot bearing already. This is an actual bearing, so might have been a little bit better than the bushing because it doesn't got any of these, yep, you can see those sticks in there. I don't know if that's what they're called, so I've just heard them called as just the bearing rollers in there. So, might have been a little bit better, but that's totally fine. We'll just save that for something else. And it looks like we might have also gotten some new, what is this called again? Looks like we might have gotten a new pilot, or whatever this is, the thing that goes back and forth and presses it. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to use this, but we'll see. They did include it, though. And then we have the clutch, 6-puck.
An hour later.
Yeah, turned into like a fucking family reunion over there.
Tristan's back. He had to go talk to his uncle.
Hello.
Yep, so we got our alignment tool on the clutch. I'm going to go ahead and grab the pressure plate here. If you'd be so kind as to hold that for me. Yee. Got our new
Wait,
pressure plate.
are all the flex
Shut
plate
up.
bolts in?
What?
Are the flex?
Yep.
plate-
Don't worry about
You
it.
mean the flywheel?
Flywheel.
Yep. We did that while you were gone for an hour talking to your fucking uncle sucking his dick.
Oh, so are we using the new ARP bolts?
Yep.
Shut up.
Okay.
Stop asking questions.
I thought we were gonna use the normal bolts.
No,
Okay.
you can't reuse those.
That's true.
I mean, you
but-
could.
So you just gotta line it up with the dowel pins on the flywheel.
That's pretty easy.
Okay, so they're all lined up. And then those are the bolts right there.
Guys. Impact Clutch Systems by RPG. Uh-oh. It's
Oh,
gonna
fuck.
explode. It's gonna explode.
We've made a mistake, everyone.
Shit. We're fucked.
These bolts take forever to...
So,
Yeah, if you could just thread those in already.
it says, this one, it says, on 3.8 liter models, torque the clutch pressure plate and cover bolts in a star pattern to 15 foot-pounds. Plus an additional
Well,
45
you've probably
degrees.
already overdone that.
Yes, so I think that
I guarantee
Plus-
you've probably hit 15.
plus 45 degrees, so if you give it a little bit of extra ugga-dugga, I think it'll be fine.
15 foot-pounds?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Well, I mean, plus 45 degrees is probably going to be something, you know, crazy.
like 20 something.
Why don't they just give us the actual, like...
Yeah, I hate plus something degree. Like, fuck off. Give me a torque spec.
Like, I'm going
Honestly.
to click all these, and it's going to be like, oh, 15 foot-pounds. Okay, so now it just is 45 degrees. Alright, so clutch... New clutch and flywheels on. Now what we got to do is we got to go over there and clean up the transmission and paint it, actually. And then should be ready to go on here. And that'll probably be the last thing we do today since we are running out a bit of time. So we're going to go ahead and I'll just get down and clean this shit because we need to.
Dirty.
And then we're also going to take the bell housing out and look at the slave cylinder because it is possible that throwout bearing that they provided us we can replace on this. But also maybe not. So it looks like it might be to rebuild it. So we're going to go ahead and start cleaning all this up.
Not yet.
So we got this pretty clean. We're just going to take off the transmission brackets and whatnot. And so we can clean those a bit more thoroughly. Tristan's just drying it all off. And we're not doing any primer. This also isn't 100% clean. We're just going to send it.
Yeah, send it.
It just has to be halfway decent.
This is jury rig.
Here.
We don't do anything perfectly.
Prepare yourself, camera.
I mean, this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. We are jury rig.
We just don't show you some of the real fucked up shit because we don't want you to kill us.
What haven't we shown them?
Some pretty fucked up shit, actually.
Like the main stud?
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Don't even talk
We
about
showed
it.
them that.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
After the fact, we showed
No,
them.
we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Pretty sure.
We didn't.
We did not.
We've never just talked about this.
We literally don't tell people about that.
It's our biggest shame. We'll never tell you guys what we're talking about.
we're gonna cut like partway through this conversation.
What's the Camaro?
It's gonna like cut, and then back to normal.
And then it will be basically you know, once we have the Camaro all put together, then we'll release a series rebuilding the Camaro season 2, and then once we take it apart, we'll tell them.
We'll admit
We'll tell them.
admit to our shame.
Tell them where we went wrong.
You're gonna need to like hit that with a hammer or some shit.
It's still going through there or something?
Yeah, there's something going through there.
I see it.
Give it some ugga-duggas.
There we go.
Jesus, this is dirty as fuck.
So here, let's save all of the hardware.
Yeah. Here, that goes in here.
I'll do it.
That goes on there. And that's all the hardware, I think. Oh, where does this go?
Fuck.
Oh, shit!
Daddy always said if you had extra parts, you're doing it right.
Yeah, you're just more efficient. You're just more efficient if you end up with less parts.
Yeah, you're more efficient than the factory was. Save weight.
True. Save weight.
Alright, so that looks good. And then cross member is just under there, so do you want to lift this
Yeah.
up forward and then I'll just get the bolts? Fuck. Oh, the bolt fell inside it.
What are these? That's gross.
What is that?
That's gross. Oh my god, that's
Let's
gross.
clean the bottom of it real quick.
Brake clean, my old friend.
Hello, brake clean, my old
I don't know where
friend.
this goes. It goes over there.
Tristan used it all again.
No, you used it all.
No, it was definitely you. What the fuck? I've been sitting in this chair.
Don't replace it yet, or spray it.
You're scaring us.
I think it stripped this bolt.
Yeah, I think it did.
Oh no.
Okay. Socket. Stat.
Oh, there we go.
I just had to sacrifice my socket.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Where's my impact now? It's right behind you.
Wait, we can just get it by hand, Davis.
No.
We don't need an impact.
I'm gonna send it.
We don't need it.
We're gonna finish up cleaning this, or at least drying it off, tape it off, and then we're gonna start spray painting.
You want me to paint this?
Paint around it. I mean,
Yeah, I mean-
don't paint directly on it. Just paint around it.
Just making sure.
We're not even gonna be able to see it in the car, so it should be fine. Alright, boys, no scratching this paint.
Yeah.
This is the real important looker.
This has to stay pristine. Yeah.
Alright, let's let her dry and put a second coat on her afterwards.
Yeah.
Clear coat it.
We just wanted to make it look clean
Do we have
to go
clear?
in.
Yeah, we probably do.
Yeah, I've sat in clear somewhere.
Oh.
Okay, vents get on the side. Tristan, get on that side. Lift it up. We'll remove the dolly.
Okay.
Okay. There you go. Now watch your hands.
That's gonna
Oh.
You might need to twist it so it lines up.
Okay. Is it supposed to fit over those, like, dowel pins? No.
There's holes. It's got a hole.
What's preventing it from going up?
That's a good question.
We do have the transmission twisted a little bit, don't we?
Here, do you want to drop it?
Yeah, that's
you go.
perfect. So, you see anything on your side that's catching? Because I don't see really...
I just don't think it's lined up with the holes.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think it's
what we
lined up.
need is someone on the front of it and someone on the back of it kind of jiggling it. So if I'm right here...
Well, you get in the front and aim. And
No, just aim, jiggle it.
Yeah.
Left and right. Vents.
So this is not straight.
I think you're putting too much angle on it. I think Tristan needs to lower his end a bit. Now go forward, pushing it.
It could be like...
We might need to rotate the engine.
So... That thing might be preventing it from going in. You see that?
What?
Starter.
Maybe it's a starter.
Doubt it.
No, it's got clearance. I just
I
don't
feel like
think
it might need to be stabbed in
this
again.
the spline. Yeah, we might need to take it out. I just don't know if the splines are lined up.
Yeah, I don't feel like it got stabbed correctly.
All right, so we're gonna readjust and come back in a second. So we're gonna have to stop for today, unfortunately. We just could not get these splines to line up when putting the transmission in. We're probably just gonna have to do some more research or just like figure it out. I mean, it's just as simple as getting the splines lined up.
Alright, see you guys in an hour.
Yep. So Tristan's heading out. He needs to go get cleaned up and cook for Friendsgiving. Yeah, the transmission is all cleaned and ready to go in. We're just running into that problem. Also, the clutch slave input there, for some reason, just fell out. Yeah, that thing. I think it's literally just clamped in. You just have to unscrew something, clamp it in, or you might just have to replace it. I don't know.
We'll weld it on.
Yeah, weld it on. Also, the transmission mount for this is just totally destroyed, so we're going to need to replace that anyways.
Billet.
Yeah, billet mounts. So,
So much fucking vibration.
yeah. So,
So bad.
we're just going to go ahead and leave it off for today. We did get the clutch on, pressure plate, all that, and flywheel bolted down. Got all this cleaned up and ready to go. So yeah, we're pretty much ready to continue with this. We just need to make it cooperate.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later.